is a time to clean the Saddle Moutain Petrified Wood coming out of medium grit. And welcome to Adventures of Jaws Jr. We are going to see what we have here. Oh. No grit left over. That means it was all used up. That's a good thing. Now, let's see if I can do this without knocking you guys around. So today we're going to talk about getting these cleaned and just doing a quick inspection so they will be ready for pre-polish. And that's all I'm doing. I am not burnishing. I'm not doing anything else, any type of a cleaning cycle. I'm doing a quick visual inspection, and then in the bucket they go, ready for pre-polish. And what I'm going to do here is to make sure, like that crack right there you can see. Let me see here. Is the phone going to focus? Nope, it's not going to focus. But in this area right here. Get it with a little extra water. And it's supposed to go into the bucket, not down there. The bucket's right below you guys. So, basically that's what I'm doing. The one thing about the Saddle Mountain, there's a wide variety of stuff here. That's opal. That's a common opal. Very light. But it's opal. You shouldn't be putting it in there. I don't care about hardness. I just run everything together on some cases. Just how I am. Oh, there's a crack right there. Okay. But that's it. It's one of the biggest keys. You've just got to sit down and take the time to do a visual inspection. Now this one here is going to require another shot of water because of that area right there. Okay. And then we got this one here. That focuses now. See the patterns in that one. Okay, I think you guys get the idea. Well, look at that one. Can't wait till the stuff is cleaned off. I mean, completely polished. So it will look this way dry, not just being wet. So I'm going to continue on this cleaning on this barrel, and then I'll bring you guys back when I open up the next barrel. have our cleaned Saddle Moutain Petrified Wood ready to go into medium grit. Multiple ways of doing this. I'm going to show you one way, and we'll describe a couple others, because it doesn't matter which process you use for this stuff, it's going to polish. This is some of the most non-finicky material, especially for petrified wood, that I have ever had the pleasure of working. But basically what we're going to do is just start putting material into the Lotto barrels. And as I'm doing this, if you're doing this in rotary, you just follow your similar instructions as you normally would for polishing the material. For a 12-pound barrel, approximately 1 1/3 cups of pre-polish. And the pre-polish is aluminum oxide. I get mine from therockshed.com, also rockshed.com, same company. So this is what I'm doing. And my setup right now, this is my choke point to the operation. I need about 3 of these to be able to keep up with what I'm doing. And I still think it'd be a choke point. Because these are 4-pound barrels, and this was about 20 pounds of rock. And to give you an idea, when I started this over here, I had just over 2 of these 1 1/3 gallon buckets full, and it reduced it down to 1 bucket full. So more than 50% I lost size on this. And be sure when you put it in here, all different sizes. And this is the same for your rotary, or your UV12, or your Rayotech, or anything else. The steps, what we're doing right here, is virtually the same. I am not sure how much aluminum oxide polish to add to those, but you should know. If you own it, you should know. But very simple process here. That's a big one for this machine, but that's okay. This one here is awfully big for it, but I'll do the big ones kind of later on. Okay, that's enough, and you see how full they are. Now what I do, let's push these back a little bit. Throw that in there. So what I do is I have my ceramics mix. As you can see, just the regular ceramic pellets, the large size, the small size, and a bunch of rock chips to go in here as well. And once on occasion, I'll go through here and pull the rock chips out. Let's see, there's even an agate in here. But, so, thank you, Kristen. You know who you are. And also want to reach out and say, he doesn't watch my channel very often, if he ever does, but I want to reach out and say thank you to the Grumpy Baker of Dallas, Oregon. He's the one that gave me these buckets. Grumpy Baker is a good guy on Court Street in Dallas, Oregon. Some of the best homemade bread, some of the best food imaginable. He also does baking classes. That's the Angry Baker in Dallas, Oregon. Was I saying the Angry Baker? I meant the Grumpy Baker. And that's a good amount. I could probably put a little bit more in there, but you know, I think that's a good enough. I'm okay with that. The next step is we fill these with water. Now I have taken the lids, the original lids, and modified them. Now they're strainers. So I'm going to take them outside out here by the car, and drain them. Okay. Now, next step I do is I add the white magic. For those of you that's been on my channel for a while, knows what this white magic is. And if you don't, it's out there on the internet. And then, pre-polish aluminum oxide. That is 1/2 teaspoon. That's all it takes. I have been running 5 pounds of pre-polished aluminum oxide now for quite some time. Since basically I've started. I filled this container up when I bought this. Goes the neighbor. And now this is ready to go on the machine. But you noticed, for those who know about the Lotto, you know, so I'm not putting the red lids back on. Well, first I drilled holes in them, and second, they like to pop off. These are lids that you can get for putting on metal food cans. This is going to go on the machine for 3 days. I will check it periodically to see if it needs water. If it does, I will spray a couple of spray bottle things of it in there. In 3 days, I'll take it, clean it, put them in my polish barrels, add the aluminum oxide polish, add the white magic, and then process that for 2 days. That's all there is to it. I will bring you back when I do the cleanup process when this material is in polish. And then we're going to see some final results. Well, here we are. We're going to get this cleaning step going. That's what you do, is just shut it off. Take these lids off. And of course, I should have put some soap in this thing. Doesn't take much though. That's it. Then fill with water. Put the lids back on. turn it on, but we'll show you what's going on inside. Now, I do this for about 15 minutes, plus or minus, usually plus a few minutes. I've let it go as long as a half hour when I literally forgot about it. No big deal. But this is my cleaning step. So when this is done, we'll take you outside and we'll dump them real quick. We are getting ready to dump this out on this very cold and wet April day. Some of the higher elevations had snow. So, let's show you what this looks like. Kind of a milky type looking stuff. So we're going to empty this out. Then we'll take this other one and do the same thing. Difficult to do one-handed, but we'll manage. Okay. And they feel good. There's a couple of them I'm going to have to hit them with some water pressure to get rid of some of the polish out of it. Like, see that spot right there? With it still being wet, hit that with water pressure, it'll come right out. Let's see if we can do this one-handed. See? Came right out. So I'm going to go through the process of getting these rinsed off, do a quick inspection, and then get them dried off, and then we're going to show you the final results. The final results of a couple of batches. Been on the road a lot, have not had a chance to do the recording like I wanted to. So this is 2 separate batches that's been completed. And as you can tell, I've achieved my goal. Character left, and nice high polish. And the stuff is just fun to work with. And it's easy, one of the easier materials to work. Let's take this one here, let's put it over here. And this has got cracks in it. It's got marks in it. Oh, look at the lines on that. And this is how I like my petrified wood. Some polished areas and some areas not so polished. To me, this is how it should look. Now here's one that's a little bit more refined. Yeah, and my setup, my polishing setup is my choke point, but that's okay. This stuff is just beautiful. That's not going to focus. But yeah, let's put this back on the light here. See what it looks like. There we go, on the light. So, I still have more to go, but I wanted to show you at least this part. It's been a while since I've posted the prior 2 videos, so I just want to get this done. I'll probably have another this much double to finish, and it'll happen in time. I am just taking my good old sweet time and having fun with this. And this is why we do it, to make these rocks that started off pretty rough looking. They went to this, and now you ended up with this. Just some beautiful material. So, just remember, everyone's life is an adventure. Then there's mine out here polishing some fantastic Saddle Mountain Petrified Wood. Hope all of you enjoyed this and learned something from it all. This is The Adventures of Charles Jr. Have a good one, everybody. See ya!